All right, Umlin on to take the face off. He wins that. Gets it back to himself. Puts it up the sideboards. Looking to get it over to Young. Martin does a good job getting back on side. Thomas finds it on his stick. Takes a shot. Gloved by the. All right, so Ember Grove wins that face off. Sends it back. Tries to clear it. Can't do so. Umlin with a great stick there. He'll take it down the left-hand side, looking to circle. Centering pass over to Martinson. Deflected at the stick there. He'll take it down the left-hand side, looking to circle. Centering pass over to Martinson. Deflected at the last second by South St. Paul. Puck caught up in his skates. Ronan does a great job pinching in. Shot. Ooh. Nice job. Yeah, so Eagan will get a full change behind there. We'll have Savage centering Swanson and Locke with Shoop and Doof at your D pair. Eagan wins that face-off. Charlie won the Young, and here comes Young on the break. Puts on the brakes, and now he's got some company down there. 3-on-1. South St. Paul looking to dig that puck out. Gets it over to Umlin. Umlin coming down. Umlin coming down. Had a head full of steam there. Looked to go low. 5-hole. Couldn't connect. Puck gets deflected away. Umlin, Locke fighting. Plager with a shot from the point, gets deflected. Goalie in the right. Puck gets deflected away. Umlin, Locke fighting. Plager with a shot from the point, gets deflected. Goalie in the right place at the right time. Locke, some nifty stick handling. Gets it over to Umlin. Umlin with another shot. Tries to go top shelf, deflected away. And they are able to clear the zone. 9 seconds left in the Eagan Thomas power play. Shoop gets it up to Thomas. Thomas taking the ice. Umlin does a good job staying on side. Thomas walking it in, sends one on net, looking for in South St. Paul's zone. So the fact that they are still up 1-0 is pretty amazing. Again, Thomas sends one on goal, looking for a deflection, can't get it. Sends it off the back of the goalie. A lot of sticks, a lot of poking. Karsnia now on the ice, Young on the ice. Got Thomas and Plager as their D pair. Young, Karsnia, and now Locke. Melee in front, and Young with Shoop and Doof as your D pair. Locke finds himself with the puck, sends one on goal, deflected wide left, and here sends it back around the net over to Doof. He'll pinch in from his D pair. Barcelona will cover for him. Doof with some nifty stick handling gets it over to Umlin. Umlin looking to center. Great give and go over to Doof and his one him. Doof with some nifty stick handling gets it over to Umlin. Umlin looking to center. Great give and go over to Doof and his one time just goes high. Shoop pinches in from his deep position, sends one. He controls behind the net, tries to center, goes off the back of the net, gets it over to Umlin. Deflected wide. Shoop gloves that down. He'll survey. Tries to put a shot on goal, looking for the rebound with Locke crashing. We've got Umlin centering both Barcelona and Savage now on the right wing. Thomas and Plager, your D pair. Umlin wins that face-off, looking for a tip in front of the net. Oh, there we go. Very nice. Behind Egan's net, look to break out. Up to Barcelona. Barcelona with his head up, gets it over, looks to get it over to Martinson. Can't connect, but Umlin there. He'll throw another one on net. There. He'll knock it away, and Shoop will recover, and he'll send it back around the boards, looking for Swanson. Swanson will unable to get possession. South St. Paul with one of their rare shots on goal. So they've got now. Young comes away with that, chips it up to Umlin, and here he comes with a head of steam. He'll look to split two defenders, actually goes wide, puts on the break. He's looking nice, touch pass to Young. Young looks to go top shelf, deflected. All right, Eagan wins that face-off. Back over to Thomas. Thomas again, active from his D position. He'll flip it in with his backhand. Gets it over to Martinson. Martinson looking to get it to Savage. Behind the net, one time by Young. Doesn't connect. Second shot, in. Goal. Ooh, Shoop did a good job pinching it from his side. He'll keep that puck down deep into the Eagan zone. Young comes away with it. Surveying has Duke coming down the slot. Oh, Barcelona coming down the other slot. Send it behind the net. Here we go. Eagan will go on the forecheck, racing, aggressively pursuing. Cars near there. South St. Paul looking to send it across the board. Can't do so. Umland comes around, gets centered onto Umland. Paul looking to send it across the board. Can't do so. Umland comes around, gets centered onto Umland's stick. He has a great opportunity. Throws it on net. Gets deflected away. Young coming down, looking for the one time from Carzier. Can't go D2D with Shoot looking to go one time from the point. Just off his stick. Umland will chase in the corner. Full survey has Shoot coming down the side. Strong shot there, goes wide right. Duke with another one time right away. Here comes Shoot. He'll send another one high. South St. Paul just scrambling, looking to stay alive, and I've got to believe, yes. They try to just fling it down ice. Parker with a great job keeping it in the zone. Puts it down on the Plager comes away with it, kicks it over to Thomas. Thomas sends it back in deep. Rubs it down, and now here comes Inbra with some numbers the other way. Great back check by Locke and Barcinella. Great job by Thomas, chipping that up to Swanson. Swanson with a head of steam coming down the right-hand side. He's going to go wide. He's going to leave it for Barcinella. Barcinella with a shot and gloves. Back in South St. Paul. Good chase. Umland comes away with it, moving his feet, gets it back over to Shoot. Shoot surveys, gets it along the board to Umland. Umland with a nice little touch pass over to Swanson. Goes between his legs for a shot on. Couldn't get enough on that puck. Young chasing, sends it up to Barcinella. Barcinella gets it back over to Young behind the net. Young back to the point for Thomas. Thomas will send one. Not enough sticks or body, so it's pretty easy to say. What's the shot on board? 31 more, I guess. All right, we got Umland centering Carzier and Duke still with Shoot and Thomas. Whew. Shoot rips one from the point and Shoot as the D pair. Savage brings that back to Swanson. Swanson gets it back to Duke or Shoot. Shoot makes a move. Skating in. Sees something. Sends it high, deflected. Comes down to the. Eagan gains control behind South St. Paul net. Swanson looking to center out to Carzier, can't do so. Comes out to center ice where Duke with control. He'll wait for everyone to get onside, then make a move. Sends one on net. High, looking for the rebound. He left in this penalty kill. All right, Duke has it behind the net. He'll send it back along the board. Plager's going to beat his player there. He'll send it down to center ice, and now here goes Savage with a head of steam. Looking. Oh! Tries to get second there. All right, Eagan coming away with it. Wow, great job by Young. Carzier gets it up to Young on a saucepan. Looking for Savage coming down the slot there. Nice timing pass. Just couldn't connect. Shoop has it again. They catch South St. Paul in a change. We got numbers coming the other way. Shoop has it. Goes top shelf. Just deflected off South St. Paul. Little breakout pass to Swanson. Tip over to Savage. And here comes Savage with Locke on his left. Savage puts on the brakes, looking, drop pass for Plager. Plager to his backhand, sends one, top shelf, goal. All right. Savage wins that. We've got Savage behind the net looking to center the corner, heads into the boards. Young with a nice little give and go there. Savage tries to put one on net. Deflected high up into the ice. Carzier turns, circles, throws one 5-hole, and Savage centering Locke and Barcinella. He wins it back to Plager. Thomas gets one. Tries to throw one on net. Barcinella tries to throw a stick up there looking for a deflection. Can't get it. Thomas pinches in from his D spot. Does a nice job just sliding back out to ice. And he's got Savage streaking, but he's got a 1-on-3, so he's just going to rip one on net. And Eagan will get a change behind that. And here comes South St. Paul the other way. Great stick check by Plager. South St. Paul will put one in the back of the net. All right, we got Umland centering Carzier and Young with Duke and Shoop as your D pair. Carzier with a nice centering pass over to Umland. He 1-times-1 gets deflected. They'll get back out to the point. She'll shot a 1-time and comes away with it. It's on Grayson's stick, and here goes Eagan's got numbers the other way. Grayson over to. Oh! That 5-hole almost had it. Chuck grabs it, looking for that. Looking for Thomas coming down in the slot. Can't get there. Comes down the other way, and South St. Paul will regain control.